Growing up within my culture, my family is huge. A very large Cuban household surrounded by boys. Every day, not every day, the night before Christmas, we call it Noche Buena. And my grandfather was a farmer over in Cuba. And so he kept the traditions alive and he brought it home with him here to Miami. And I would go with him and my dad to the butcher shop, and not the butcher, the farm. We get that right. I go with them to the farm, pick out a pig, and then watch them do what they had to do to get it ready for Noche Buena, which is a traditional Cuban holiday. We make rice, beans, we cook a pork on la caja china is what you call it, which is a smoke box. My grandfather had made one from concrete in the backyard. Me growing up in that house, he would sell canaries. He'd have all kinds of animals, kittens, guineas, chickens, sunflowers, you name it. He had everything. And so I would go help them prepare the pork, as the women's do. And my dad and my uncle would fight for the brain of the pig. And it was just a really good night with a bunch of family. There was like 16 boy cousins and me. And so it was really, really fun to spend time with the family and watch them prepare the pig, and they'd always give me the tail. So it was one of my favorite memories growing up. Watching my parents struggle and be here from Cuba, knowing that they came here as like immigrants, having them restart their lives, because I would see the struggle when I was a kid. My mom had been working at the same company for 19 years. My father is an aviation mechanic. And when 9/11 hit, it was really bad because they took a hit. My mom's job was questionable. My father's job vanished immediately, especially because of the airline industries and things like that. And that was a struggle to watch them really bounce back from that. But it's really inspiring that they're like, no, we're not going to let this get to us, and we're going to keep it moving.
They guide you during your time of hardship, and how this person encourages and teaches you how to appreciate life.
My mother. My mother is the strongest person I know. She is amazing. I was adopted before I was even born. I was so loved that they chose me to be in that family, and growing up with that kind of love and encouragement really does create strong people. Like, my mother didn't have to adopt me. She decided to stay with my dad because my dad couldn't have kids. So she's like, I'm gonna stick with you and we're gonna do this together. And they adopted me, and I was so loved and so well received that I'm extremely grateful for the family. My brother too, when I found out I was adopted, he came home 3 months later. Both of us are adopted. We love each other so much. My mother didn't let me go out by myself until like I was 21. Typical Cuban mom, hovering, helicoptering always. But she's definitely one amazing woman. Taught me so much compassion, how to love everyone. I've met people from all walks of life with her, and she treats everybody the same, with respect and kindness, and I love that about her. Being Cuban to me is having coffee at 3 p.m. with my grandma, playing dominoes with my grandfather that's 95 and he's a little deaf, so you gotta be yelling at him. He's like, and when my grandmother yells at him, he'll turn the little hearing aid down, so you're like, what? ¿Qué? ¿Qué pasó? And you can't hear nothing, so it's hilarious. He reads me really well, so he doesn't have to have that thing on and be yelled at, or playing dominoes and drinking like whiskey at home, because he loves chivas. He loves, that old man is kicking, honey. He loves his whiskey, and that right there is being Cuban, and my coffee and for me, being Cuban is family. Always taking care of your own. I take care of my family. And that's my, it comes from me. It's a contribution that I can give back. It's the least I can do, knowing my story and where I came from, to take care of them as they've taken care of me. Really just listening to people and accepting that you didn't grow up in their shoes. Their perspectives are their own perspectives for a reason, and really respect why somebody would have their opinion and their thought process. To me, conversation is the biggest thing that us as a nation have lost due to social media. We've disconnected in such a way that it's best we really try to reconnect with each other, not have our phones on us, really talk to one another, because people are so interesting. They're so different, regardless of what race, nationality, political viewpoint you have, really talking to somebody and asking, how was your day? How is everything? That small token of kindness goes such a long way with really creating like peacefulness amongst people, you know? So